everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Eagles going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On second down, here's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's third down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Faking pass. Now Wentz on third down. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Now Wentz. Darren Sproles. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 60 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, Mariota. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Mariota, he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do, is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
You know, Charles, coming off the bye week, these Eagles, Coach Doug Peterson said he's trying to keep them focused. He told the media, just when you think you've arrived, that's when the downfall starts. So I think he's got the right mentality.
He has the right mentality, but we're not going to help him at all here, because their first 3 wins, all by double digits. And that's only happened twice in team history. And you know what happened both times?
What?
That team made the Super Bowl. So
pressure.
We're not helping Coach Peterson at all.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Morgan, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver, 26 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense coming back onto the field. They lost 27-20 in that game at Houston. They got the ball back there at the end. One last gasp. They couldn't come up, though, with the Music City Miracle Part 2.
Yeah, they were trying to lateral it around and trying to get to the end zone and didn't get there. Houston snuffed that out. But, you know, my alma mater, they pulled it off the day before at Georgia when they threw a Hail Mary into the end zone and won a big game.
They did. I figured you'd work that in. Congratulations on that.
Well, it's the Tennessee thing.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as, that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
To return, this is Mark Mariani. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that. It gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A run, it's Murray. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And Murray found the end zone twice against Houston. 25 carries, 95 yards. Good game for him in week 4.
And they're going to lean on him a lot. And for those who keep waiting for Derrick Henry to get more carries, take head coach Mike Mularkey at
down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. And Eagle touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Third and long here for Mariota. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. So certainly an...
You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Chiefs going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. For Ryan Matthews. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, landed. Philly, here we go.
Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Well, with this Chiefs D, we saw a little bit of the yin and the yang that can happen in the NFL. You know, week 3, 8 turnovers against the Jets, and then that week 4 game against Pittsburgh, no turnovers. They gave up 43 points.
There's a correlation there, isn't there? All right, because they exist and feed off of taking the ball away from the other team. And just as you mentioned, taking away 8 times against the Jets, almost like they ran through their quota in that game, and it came a cropper against Pittsburgh. And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
Flush to his right, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think
the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Set. Green.
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. And it's caught by Saleh. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you...
And here's another interception, the 3rd in this first quarter. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, Charles did return to action in Week 4, just 1 carry for 6 yards, but just good to see him back out there after that ACL injury.
And I like what Kansas City did about bringing him back from his knee injury of last year. They gave him a limited amount of playing time against Pittsburgh. They've got an open week coming up, and then he plays again. That's 2 more weeks of healing. I think we'll see the old Jamal Charles emerge as the season finishes up. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From the gun, here's Smith. Going underneath for Charles. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's got his man. That's Macklin. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Stepping up up. He's going to keep it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 35 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's what they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham, 67 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now Smith, screen pass to Charles. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he's brought down after a good gain. They got 29 yards there. And that'll be good for a KC first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, and they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. To the right side, it's Kelsey. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
And the offense in a great spot. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. It's brought in by Harris. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This will be caught at the 2. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Demetrius Harris, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return it to the 20.